Somewhere tonight, a fan is still replaying one moment from this World Cup. A missed chance. A manager walking off the pitch for the last time. A superstar substituted before the game was even decided. You remember these moments. But the real story behind them is stranger than any single match. Every tournament crowns a champion. Every tournament also quietly buries a second story, the one nobody puts on a highlight reel. 48 nations arrived in North America this summer. Only 4 reached the semifinals. 44 went home, and not all of those exits were equal. Football fans always talk about the winners. Nobody remembers the countdown of everything that went wrong first. So here it is. 10 campaigns, 10 storylines that defined World Cup 2026 for all the wrong reasons. Number 10. Turkey arrived with real belief. After reaching the Euro quarterfinals 2 summers earlier, the Crescent Stars were tipped as dark horses. Instead, a loss to Australia and a defeat to 10-man Paraguay ended the dream with a game still to play. The belief evaporated in barely a week. Number 9. Uruguay crashed out in the group stage for the second tournament running. A late goal against Saudi Arabia was the only real spark in a campaign that never found rhythm. For a nation built on tournament pedigree, an early flight home stung. Number 8. Neymar barely registered. Once the most electric name in the sport, his presence on the pitch this summer felt like a formality more than a threat. Brazil moved on without him carrying the weight fans expected from him. Number 7. The U.S. MNT's headline signing spent more time in treatment than on the pitch. Christian Pulisic came off the bench, started 2 knockout games, and left without a single goal contribution, exiting the tournament with a fresh injury instead of a signature moment. The run itself succeeded. His part in it did not. Number 6. Germany's rebuild started mid-tournament. After a group stage that fell short of expectations, the federation moved fast, and Jurgen Klopp was suddenly patrolling the technical area that Julian Nagelsmann had occupied only weeks before. Nobody expected the coaching change to happen this soon. Number 5. South Korea's collapse became a national conversation. A win over Czechia on matchday 1 promised something special. Then 2 straight defeats, a manager's resignation, and public calls for an investigation. What began as hope turned into a crisis nobody saw coming. Number 4. Son Heung-min could not find his rhythm. He piled up more shots without a goal than almost any other player at the tournament. 1 shot on target from 7 attempts told its own story. The captain, who usually carries his country instead, watched it slip away from the touchline. Number 3. Tunisia's tournament fell apart before it began. A 5-1 opening defeat cost the manager his job after a single match day. The first time that had happened in the competition's near 100-year history. His replacement could not reverse it either. 3 group games, 3 defeats, 0 response. Number 2. Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup ended the way nobody wanted to write it. A calf injury before the opener. A penalty that counted more as a formality than a statement. A substitution before his team's winning goal in the knockouts. Decades of dominance closing on the bench instead of the pitch. Number 1. The gap between legend and moment. Every disappointment on this list shares one thing. A name everyone trusted, and a tournament that did not listen. That is the real lesson of every World Cup. The badge on the shirt never guarantees the story on the scoreboard, and the biggest reputation on paper is never a guarantee of the biggest moment on the pitch. Football has a short memory for the runners-up, and almost no memory at all for the disappointments. In 4 years, most of these campaigns will be a footnote next to whoever lifts the next trophy. But right now, tonight, they are still the story behind the story. You will remember the golden boot. You will remember the trophy lift. But somewhere tonight, a fan is still replaying the moment it all went wrong for someone else.